Alright, so they gave us a jump for it. I don't know if it's going to start if I kill it, so I'm letting it idle for a while. Turns out that the little power switch on the side was left on, so it ran the battery down. They couldn't find any leaks in the tire, so that might be a recurring issue. So I'm probably going to buy a little air compressor from an auto store here. And I'm also going to buy a battery jump system and some basic tools. And then I'm probably going to be looking for a spare tire for this also. Before we head out too far, I want a spare tire for it. But it's running. And they did de-ambulance it. They just cut a power cord, and that's all they did. I want to get some of the red lights and some of the graphics pulled off of it, mainly the Star of Life. My understanding is if you have Star of Life on your vehicle and there's an accident and you don't stop, you can be held liable for it. So I want to get that off and get some of these other stickers off. I would also like to remove the red and the blue lights from the front and the side of the ambulance, just to bring it kind of back into legal standards for driving a civilian, because I am not an ambulance driver, nor is this in a working condition. We're going to clean up a lot. We are going to clean out a lot, get rid of a lot of trash, among many other things, as soon as Aaron catches up with us. But yeah, I'll give you guys a more proper tour later on whenever we get to a spot where we can do it. What's this voltage gauge putting up? I'm going to start a list when she gets here. I'm going to sit here and let it idle and charge the battery a lot. That might be why the voltage gauge is low. But yeah, we're going to drive this back to Oklahoma to do the conversion. I was hoping to see some friends, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. They've moved 4 hours north of where we're at, so. And Erin wants to see Salton Sea, and being that she's my traveling companion, I want to get her down here there so she can see it. We also have to take the car back down there to drop it off. First initial thing, the AC does work. It's kind of nice to have AC. I like it. I think it probably needs a new battery. Maybe not, maybe so. Sounds good. Engine sounds good. I have not checked the oil, although they said they did at the mechanics there. It does look like it's high. I do have a half tank of fuel. This ambulance is taken directly out of service, meaning it has not been, nothing has been done to it at all. Let's see if I can get out of it, this spot. So, oh yeah. Oh, that's kind of nice, a little walkthrough. So, well, this is going to definitely get a roof raise in it. I cannot stand up all the way. I can squat and walk around, but I cannot stand up all the way and walk through here. As you can see, there's still used sharps over there. Glove box and everything else, MSDS. The actual plans for this is we're going to raise the floor and the roof. I figure I'm going to raise the roof at least 2 feet. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I haven't quite decided. This is cool. I like that. I would like to keep that somehow. Oh, I gotta answer the phone. Yeah. I am at Interstate Batteries. In the parking lot between Interstate and the Michelle's. Alright, let's finish that up. That turned into a big old long afternoon of this running around for everything. We're going to stay the night in the hotel. Originally we was going to sleep in the back of here, but we're too tired. We ended up having a small air leak while we was there at A1, and they looked it over and they couldn't find it, so it looked good. They put some air in it. Well, it came back while we was sitting there, so we found an actual tire shop and took it to them, Least Wall, I think it was. They got it in and fixed it for us for free. After a while, it turns out the little extend-to-stay, those steel extend-to-stays, or not extend-to-stay, but extension to bring it out so you can check the tire easily from the outside for dualies. They're leaking right at the tire joint, and apparently I need a new pair of them. I'll probably go ahead and take the ones off on the left side too, but I don't have a tool for it right now. So I'm going to be waiting for that. But I would have had them do the other side, but they's closed. I didn't want to make them wait any longer. So that is done. At least we kind of know what to look for. I got a new battery for it because the main battery on the hood was good, but the one that was in the box was bad. So that's there. We're going to swing by, and I think we're going to make one of composting toilet like Rady has. So when we drive back for the next 2 weeks, we'll at least have something in here to use. But we just basically ran out of energy. We've been up since 3:45, 4 o'clock this morning, going nonstop. Granted, he's riding on the plane, but riding's just as exhausting as anything else. So, yeah, we're here at the hotel, and I'm hoping to get back there and clean while Aaron rests. I don't know if that's going to be what happens or not, but we have made it. We have an ambulance. Under 100,000. We got 96,608 miles on it. We're just trying to get it ready enough to make the 1,000-mile plus trip back home. We're going to swing by some stops on the way and see what we can see. This is kind of a vacation for Erin, so I want to get her to some spots and all that jazz. List to do, things to do. Clean out the back. There's still used needles back there in their other area. That's one of the things. Open all the doors. I haven't even opened up all the doors yet. See what's in there. Hook it up so we can use the air conditioner and inverter back there. Apparently, I think they just cut the master switch that killed the power back there, so I couldn't use the lights. It should be an easy fix. I'm going to also paint all the red and blue lights black. So if they do accidentally get flipped on, I'm going to unhook the sirens too, I think. But I got to get them working before I figure out how I'm going to unhook them. So that's on the list of electrical fun stuff to do. But really, I just want to get the inverter working back there and make sure that's still in here, and get the air conditioning working back there. That would be really nice. As far as everything in here, temperature looks good. There's this nice little heat spot here. I think I'm going to have to get some reflectants to kind of get that off my foot when we're going down the road. No different than the bus. And I think that I came with my own cell phone booster. I'm not entirely sure though. Alright, so we got in the ambulance. We spent our money at Walmart to get everything we kind of basically need to go down the road. I got a stand for the phone so I can see the GPS. We got some shade to keep the heat out. We figured out the air conditioner in the back. Apparently this inside box has to be on for the AC in the back to come on, but it's blowing very nice and cold air in the back and up front. We're idling the engine right now. The next stop after this, I called Port of Entry to see if I needed to stop because this is a commercial vehicle over 14,000 pounds. And their sign said all commercial vehicle over 14,000 pounds. As long as I'm not using it as commerce, being that I'm going to be living and camping out of it, I don't have to stop. If I was using it exclusively as a work rig or something like that, I'd have to stop. But Tom over there, I think his name was Tom, said I didn't have to stop because I wasn't using it for commerce. So that's good. We got this sanitized, some of that sanitized. We're going to actually end up stopping by Home Depot in Salt Lake City, Utah, and building us a little composting urine diverter toilet. We got the compost stuff. We're going to use Traveling with the Graham Crackers design, I think, or close to it. He has a pretty good idea, and I've seen how he did it, and I'm pretty sure I can draw up some plans pretty quickly for it. I'm going to have to buy some power tools for it and some other stuff. There's a lot of things I'm having to buy because normally I'd have it. Even coming without scissors because we flew in, it's kind of annoying. So we got a couple of knives, some razor blades. I already took the little star, I think it's called Star of Life, off the side, so it's not looking like an ambulance or emergency vehicle. Right now I'm trying to figure out the lights and what does what. As best I can tell is they cut this one real red wire down here and it killed all the siren lights. At least that's what I'm thinking happened. I'm going to mess with the siren stuff when I'm far away from people, I think. See what's going on there, figure out the electrical stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this. Yesterday we had a couple leaks on the tires. The straighter valves thing, extender thing, is leaking from the tire over, causing a low leak. We've since got those removed. I think we'll probably remove them on the other side. I think Napa Auto Parts surely has the parts. I'm not quite for sure. I gotta stop and get fuel in this because I don't know how big a tank, and it's sitting at half a tank. I'm thinking it has the 90-gallon tank in it, which would be awesome. That means I could put $40 worth of fuel in it. But we'll research that. Right now we're gonna head south here and take the rental car back to the rental car place. Also, I'm gonna swing by a salvage on the way south and see if we can find a rim that will match this at the salvage. Buy that, get a spare tire put on it, and I'll probably stop by a Harbor Freight or something and get everything I need to change the tire so we at least have one spare with us. There's actually room for 2 spares back there if we really wanted to. Let's see. The 2 front tires, they have a little bit of wear on the front, actually quite a bit. It said brand new tires are less than 10%, but the only tire that has that is a couple of the back ones, so it's not perfect. Oh yeah, windshield washer fluid. I was going to pour a whole half gallon of windshield washer fluid in it before the leak started pouring out on the ground, so that's not good. I'll have to mess with that later. It's buried in the front underneath the battery box. What else? Oh, we got kind of a grocery. We got ice in here and some other stuff, so we're going to have some basic stuff in here. I get the camping stove. We were going to buy a Portaloo lid thing, but because they've listed a lot of the restrictions here and everyone wants to get out, all those are gone at every single store we have gone to, and we've gone to 5 different stores, and none of them have had them. So camping supplies are limited on most of the places, so our quick and easy solution's gone. That's why I'm going with the homemade composting toilet. It'll be fine. It'll be a lot more expensive than I really wanted to spend on it, but I was planning on making one anyhow. Yeah, we'll just go with that. And with the coronavirus, you don't know if the bathrooms are going to be open or not, so I want something in here. And I guess I could take a 5-gallon bucket and put a pipe cleaner on it and call that good. And actually, we might do that. But I don't have a way to put a lid on it, so we'll see what happens. We're doing the best we can. We're doing what we're doing. It'll be good to get the rental car. I can get that out from over us. It was good to get the tires checked out. The auction I bought it from, took it over to his friend's place over at A1. A1 checked everything out. They said everything looked good. For the most part, everything does look good. I've looked at it, and everything underneath is pretty light rust for how old it is. It's newer than the bus by 20 years, and this is still about 21 years old, so it's a 1999 E450 or 350, something like that. It has a 7.3 liter International or E44 or something like that. I've not driven on mountains. It takes off way faster than the bus ever could. It's kind of nice to put it in gear and just go. Yeah. I wish the mirrors were a little bit more. I had more on the mirrors, but they're good enough for now. Oh God, someone banged my right mirror. I can't even see out of it. I'm going to have to fix that. Maybe tighten up a bolt. That's insane. Maybe the wind blew it off. Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, never mind. The wind didn't blow it off. The door's just open over there. Oh, silly me. I was like, I just can see the wall. I can't see anything else. I don't know. Anyhow, so, yeah.